Hey everybody, Vickie Siculiano here, and I just want to address the elephant in the room today. I am totally in my workout attire, but I just did not want to stop running with my ideas today. Sometimes I get a lot of ideas flowing around in my head and I just have to get them out, which is why I started podcasting recently, because it's a lot easier for me to talk than just type something into my iPhone or even type something on the keyboard. So all that aside, thank you for joining me today. I want to share with you something that happened to me and I think is going to help you maybe change your mindset on how you can have the life that you imagined. Okay, this is on manifestation. And I created a workshop on manifestation over the past few weeks. And it's something that I really believe in, because if I didn't work on manifesting my dream world, I would just be an MS patient. So it's hard to think that if you take a look at me, I have my workout attire on and, I'm pretty pumped up from the gym and I have my little band on and I'm ready to go. I was just at the gym this morning and I wanted to get recording this for you so that you could kind of feel me on what it takes to manifest your dream. I am thrilled that I am able to exercise every day in the morning, 2 hours before I even start my day. It's how I manifest my reality. I don't want to be an MS patient, and I don't want to be stuck in a chair and sitting all day and all fatigued. So my workout really keeps me from being fatigued, because the more you pile on to your body's going to have to adapt. So I've adapted over the past couple of years to forcing myself to get up in the morning to where the point it wasn't even forcing myself anymore. I would have one eye open at my alarm clock on my iPhone and just make sure, did I not hear it? I don't even put a sound or a tone, any music to wake me up in the morning. I just have the vibration. And when I hear my phone buzzing next to me on the nightstand, I know I didn't get up in time, because I really try to beat it by about 5 minutes every day. And it's pretty consistent, except last night when there was a little late night for us because we were waiting for the fireworks to go off, because it is July 4th. I'm not dating this, I'm not telling you when I recorded this, but this is all really relevant to you whenever you're watching this, that if you want to manifest your dream life, you have to take action to make things happen. Okay, you can sit and hope for things to come to you, but if you want to create your own reality, there's a little work that you've got to do. But I created a workshop on manifestation. I'm going to share with you the steps that I created that work for me. Okay, and I formed them into 6 steps, taking a lot of different manifestation courses and meditations, and listening to some practitioners that have some really, really good ideas. Some of them better, some of them not so good. It really depends on how you're going to incorporate it into your life. For me, the first thing that I need to do before anything is to set my mind in a positive frame. Excuse me. Very important, so I needed an ahem there. It's very important to set yourself in a positive mindset, because if you don't think of good things coming to you, then nothing as good is ever going to come to you. Like attracts like. And I truly believe this. I surround myself with positive people at the gym in the morning. They're not there to really socialize. We say hi to each other. But it's important that we're all there in a positive mindset. We could be at home sleeping, but we're just there, right? And that's what we do. So have gratitude. Be thankful that you even showed up, right? So the first thing that you need to do is to have gratitude. One of the ways that I do that is in the morning, and last thing before I shut my eyes to go to bed, is I start my day off with gratitude, meditations and prayers. And I do well with guided meditations. So, I listen to somebody that's sharing affirmations on gratitude, what I should be thankful for, whether it's internally or externally, right? There's the 2 kinds of things that you can be grateful for. Anything that is from your own body, you can be thankful for all of the processes in your body that get you ready for your day, even things that you don't have to think about. that are involuntary, your blood flowing through your body, your heart pumping every day, right in the center of your body. That is such a powerful thing. We don't even think of it. It's also where the center of your love is. Love comes from your heart. So if you don't love, you don't have a feeling in here, nothing's going to come from out there to you. Okay, so always stay positive. You can think of anything in a positive mindset. You just have to reframe it sometimes. Sometimes when I have a little trouble getting downstairs in the morning, because I do live on the second floor, I think of how lucky I am to be able to get down the stairs in the morning, and maybe it just makes me a little bit stronger that I don't live on the first floor. Whatever it takes for me to get myself in a positive mindset, that's what it's going to take for me to be positive in front of the people that I need to be positive with, who are nothing but positive with me. Yes, we have people that are going to tell me, oh, I'm so tired, if I ask them how they are. There's one way that I share my gratitude is to let somebody know that I see them and I appreciate them. Sometimes I'll ask them how their weekend was, how their day is. What if it's later in the day? Obviously, there's not much of a day if you're going to see them first thing in the morning, but I'm always asking them what they did for the weekend. It's important to know when you ask someone how you are, how are you? Be prepared for an answer, because people are going to give you all kinds of answers. They may give you something a little bit more if they want you to listen a little bit more. Sometimes people will tell you things that are happening to them in their life. Somebody just passed away, something that you may not even be expecting to hear. But if you share your gratitude, you can really be there for somebody. Maybe they just need someone to talk to. Just say, how are you? Means I see you, and just giving you a little bit more than my hello that I give to everybody else. So that's one way that I really start my days, with gratitude. Appreciating people, asking them how they are. Sometimes it's a fist bump. It really makes a difference in starting your day. Garbage in, garbage out. If you want to start your day out on a negative mindset, that's the way that the rest of the day is going to go for you. So you have a chance to wrap it up and think positive in the morning and have great stuff come to you the rest of the day. Okay? And the next thing that I wanted to share with you in my manifestation process is that you have to surrender. Okay? You have to let go of your expectations of what's going to come to you. I work out every morning, and I like to lift heavy. It's just what I do. It makes me be able to know that I can control my environment. It's a controlled chaos, right? So there's a lot of clanking. There's people that are in their grind and a little grit going and working out, and it's what I like to surround myself with. But if I was there every day just doing that, and I never thought that it was going to amount to anything, and I didn't see results like right away, because you're not going to really build muscle overnight, you have to surrender. You have to trust the universe. And there's a lot more than just, thinking in your own mind and making things happen out there. There's a whole universe out there watching you, waiting for you, wanting to see what you are going to create. And I believe that it really, truly gives back to you. I cannot believe the things that I've manifested in the time that I was, from the time that I was almost in a wheelchair. I was using a rollator, and I couldn't really walk much anymore. I had just had my son, and I woke up and said, something, I can have another day of suck, or I can just grit down and bear it and have a very positive life and manifest what I want. And I think that the exercise really has done that for me, because I'm truly building the body that I want, keeping myself strong so that I can do things other than just lift and carry and, physically do things, but also the fatigue and the sense of, loss of energy that I had is just gone. It has a lot to do with nutrition also. I will say that, but you just have to let go and trust that this will happen. So I let go of my expectations that my results will come right away. And surely over time, they have. I've been working out steadily for over 2 years. I'm not going to say that you have to work out every day like I do for 2 years to feel anything. But if you just really start focusing, setting your intention before you even walk in the door, to wherever you are, it doesn't even have to be exercise. Set that intention, set your mind in a positive frame, and you're ready to go. And then you can manifest. This has really worked for me and for countless others before. And if you don't believe me in that you have control of the way you think, no one can ever take that away from you. No one can ever put you in a negative mind frame. No matter where you are or what challenges you're going through, you always have that power to turn it around in a positive frame and make yourself a little bit happier. Okay? I have a great quote from Helen Keller that I like to kind of start this presentation with. Helen Keller said this: "I once cried because I had no shoes, and then I met a man who had no feet." So remember, there's always someone who has a situation much worse than you. It's time to be thankful for what you do have in this world. Okay? And then more will come to you, and you will just create your own destiny. Okay? Good or bad. I want you to create and manifest a dream life for yourself and improve yourself a little bit more every day. So setting that intention is going to make a big difference. But visualizing this all happening and seeing it is going to make it a reality all that much quicker. When you visualize, you can do it in your outside world. You also have the power to do it right from here. Right between your eyebrows and your forehead is your third eye. I don't care whether you believe it or not. Okay, I want you to think that there is this ball of energy right behind your eyes. It's blue in color, dark blue, and it's just spinning around, wanting you to see what the future holds for you. Okay, and that is your third eye. It's your gut. Okay, well, your gut is here, but it's just your understanding of what's to be. Okay, and this is your third eye. Close your eyes. And then just kind of think to look through this third eye in between your eyebrows, right in the center, right there, your forehead. And I want you to think of what the future holds for you. Okay, and I want you to visualize that you have the opportunity, endless opportunities, to create your future. You can create a positive one. You can create a negative one. But if you visualize what you want, it's going to make it come that much quicker. Okay? It truly, truly worked for me. So if you just think and visualize in yourself, it will work. But I also have to say, right behind me, I think behind this microphone, and I don't want to move the microphone. See if I can move this. Is my vision board. Okay, and this is near and dear to me every day. There's my crutches right there. Okay, you might not think that I walk with them when I'm sitting here so great, but that's how I do get around. I have multiple crutches around my life. I have crutches in the garage. I have crutches downstairs. I have crutches everywhere. But I'm working on nixing at least one of the crutches by next year. But we'll see how that works out. Anyway, so I have my visualization board. I truly believe in the vision board. If I did not have the vision board, I would not have a podcast. And I wouldn't even be here talking to you. And I'm going to be putting this on YouTube later. I promised myself I want to be able to get more intention and get in front of more people so that you can learn more about me and I can help more people, okay? I manifested this desire to be a meditation coach, okay? That's what I want to do, and I'm here to help you. So let me, okay? And I thank you. The next thing that I want to do is let you know, number 5 is meditate. Okay, I truly meditate every morning before I start my day. I think of what kind of meditations I want to do. There are gratitude meditations. There are yoga meditations. I also do affirmations. Anything where you can go inside your mind is meditating, okay? And you have an awareness that's going to happen not like anything else. When you shut down the noise, okay, and you just go inside yourself, there is a lot available for you. So I truly encourage you to start meditating. And if you want to start right away and don't want to have to pay anything, You can either go on YouTube and look for meditation videos, or you can go to Insight Timer, the app. Okay, it's a free app. I also have it on my smart TV, and sometimes when there's courses that are there, people are doing them live. I watch on my television. But one thing to note, if you have a premium account like I do, it only works on the device that you have that premium account on. Now, it works on my iPhone. It also works on my iPad, so I'm not going to say it's specific to the device, but the Insight Timer on my smart TV does not allow me to put in an account. So, if you're looking to mirror what's on your iPhone, you can always do that. And then you can have your account for free. And it looks pretty good, on my television when I'm mirroring from my device. Okay, so anyway, I don't want to go into that too much. But Insight Timer is an awesome way to just search by keyword for the type of meditation that you want to do. Okay, it's totally fantastic. It totally changed my life and allowed me to really get inside here. This is your brain, okay? And your brain is your CPU. It controls the rest of you. I'm going to say this. I've never said it anywhere else, okay? My MS, my multiple sclerosis, is what attacks my brain and my spinal cord, okay? It attacks the central nervous system, creates lesions and scarring so that the conduction for those nerves doesn't go through. And then just like my right leg is a little weaker, my right arm is a little weaker, I need to work on it a little more. Everything, that happens is because of the MS. But, it doesn't mean that it can't get better. I said bitter? Yeah, so when you meditate, you go inside. This is your CPU. I never knew this so much until I really had MS. I just thought that everything was working like it should, until I saw an MRI and saw these lesions that were attacking my brain and spinal cord. They are not active now because I am on a drug called Ocrevus, and I wish I was on disease-modifying medication a lot earlier on in my MS, but at that time, I had relapse remitting, so I would get worse, I would get better. I'd take steroids, I'd get better. Then I started to go on different medications. I'm very fortunate now that this Ocrevus is on the market. It's a very aggressive treatment for MS, but this is what's working for me to keep it at bay, and then I can just get my body stronger, okay, until the next thing comes along. I'm very thankful for it, but I have to say, I want my body back, okay, and we're working for a cure. So anyway, I had to say, the reason I told you that was because I never realized until meditation kind of what was going on with my MS, that there's nothing I could do to control something attacking my nerves and my brain and my spinal cord. But I can get in here, right, in my meditation, and I can kind of control my body a little bit more. There's nothing that I can do about damage that was done, but I can kind of create neural pathways and work around it. But anyway, if you practice daily, which is my 6th thing that you do need to do in my process, practice daily. That's a pretty easy one. Just put in some work. Even if it's 5 minutes in the morning, practicing gratitude. 5 minutes before you go to sleep every night, practicing gratitude. Whether it's in a journal, doing some short meditations, putting some visuals in your atmosphere. The more you do, and you create the vision for the life you want to live, the more it's going to become a reality. Okay? So have gratitude. My first rock. I create these rocks. I hope this is not backwards. Let's see. So we got to have gratitude. The next one is surrender. Okay? Just give it up and just know the universe is going to be there to save you. You have to set the intention. Visualize, meditate, and practice daily. And when I meditate and I sit here, I like to hold these in my hand. They just feel really good, and they just work for me. Okay, so if you have any questions, please post a comment below. You can also post a comment on my blog. This is going to be sitting at chronicallyempoweredmom.com. On an episode, I'm going to have the show notes for the podcast that I'm creating this for. Okay, so I thank you for watching, for listening. Thank you for being here. Okay, all the best to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.